and welcome to Real Chicks TV. I'm your Real Chick Carla. Thank you so much for joining me today. It always makes my day so much more special when you're a part of it and when you keep me company. I am doing my very first Get Ready With Me today. In all the time that I have been on this channel, I have never done an actual Get Ready With Me. I've done tutorials, but I've never done a Get Ready With Me. And I wanted to do something special because I was contacted by SkinStore.com to see if I would come up with a Valentine's look, a spring look, something like that for you, and I jumped at the chance. This video is not sponsored. SkinStore was kind enough to provide me with some wonderful products for you today, and I can't wait to share them with you. So we're going to do a Get Ready With Me, and I'm going to create this look for you. SkinStore.com is phenomenal. I have been diving into this website and it has blown my mind. They have more than 16,000 products from more than 350 brands, luxury, drugstore, you name it, a selection that is going to just boggle your mind, and they have great prices. They also have free shipping over a certain amount, and they always are running specials and sales, and I have a coupon code for you as well. 25% off site-wide. Some exclusions do apply with the code CARLA, C-A-R-L-A. That's skinstore.com. Use the coupon code C-A-R-L-A, CARLA, and you'll save 25% off of the things that I've talked about today, as well as most everything on their website. Thanks so much to SkinStore.com for sending these products to me today. And so let's jump into this Get Ready With Me, shall we? Bare naked face alert. I don't need to wear a mask at Halloween. I just go with a naked face, and that scares children all around the world. We're going to fix that though. I have some great products from SkinStore.com. I ordered some wonderful products from them that they were kind enough to send to me complimentary. And when I was picking out products, I picked out what I thought we could put, for the most part, a full face together with. So that's what we're going to do. And I also picked products that claim to be anti-aging, and I've been testing them, and I'll tell you what my results have found. I wanted to create something that's different for me. Normally I go pretty glam and pretty bold with my makeup, and I wanted to do something that was softer, simpler, a little more romantic, a little more youthful, something that might be great for Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, or for spring and Easter. So I chose mainly pink tones, and that's what we're going to be using. I do have a few of my own products, and I'll indicate which ones are which. I'm going to start with this incredible primer from SkinStore.com. This is the Strivectin Anti-Wrinkle Line Blurfector, and this is designed to blur your pores, blur fine lines and wrinkles, soften them, and make you look younger. I have put this to the test several times now, and I am going to tell you that it does indeed soften those fine lines and wrinkles. I put it all over my face. I've got this forehead wrinkle right here, softens that baby right up. I have large pores. I have my entire life, and as we age, our pores tend to get even bigger. Softens those pores up, makes them look smaller. I even take it on up under my eyes because I have wrinkles under my eyes. I want those blurred out. It even softens these lines around the nose, the nasal lines, those smile lines, marionette lines that we get. So does this product work? Because that's always the question that I ask in my videos is, does it work? From my experience in using this for the past couple of weeks, yes. This Strivectin Blurfector does indeed work. I like it. I like it a lot. It has a nice slip to it, but it's not too silicone-y. It just has a nice soothing balm feel to it. It just feels like a really soothing balm. And you always want to use a good primer first, not only for blurring purposes, but because it extends the wear of your makeup, which it promises to do as well. And I have found that to be true also. It does indeed make my makeup last longer. It makes your makeup go on smoother too. And this particular Strivectin primer from SkinStore.com not only helps the makeup go on and last longer, but it makes it go on smoother. So it's less likely to settle into those fine lines that are still there. So once again, you have a youthing property. You are getting something that is smoother, not settling into your fine lines and wrinkles, and not aging you, not giving you that cracked face, that cake face look. So this is a fabulous primer all the way around, and you always want to use your primer first after your skincare. For foundation, I chose from SkinStore.com Wander Beauty Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation, and I am in the shade Fair Light. They have many varieties of shades to choose from. This is a medium to buildable full coverage foundation. I've been having some funky scaly spots coming on above my eyebrows for some reason. They're red patches that are scaly. Never happened to me before in my life. I don't know if it's some kind of eczema or if my skin is just mad at me right now. And we're going to see if this foundation will cover it, and I think you might be surprised. Comes with a doe foot applicator. I'm just going to dot this on my face. Just kind of spread it around. The nice thing about this particular applicator is that you can just put it where you need it. I do like foundations that have a pump, but I find that I tend to pump too much out, whereas using the doe foot, I get just the right amount, and if I need to add more, I can, unlike with a pump where I tend to pump too much out and then I've got wasted foundation, and nobody wants that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Going in with my e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Concealer. And everything I'm using today is going to be linked down for you in the description box below. And don't forget, with SkinStore products, you have that 25% discount code with Carla, C-A-R-L-A. I take my concealer up above my eyelids as well. And I'm just going to use my fingers, Nature's Natural Blender, and I'm just going to move this around and get it in place. I love the color match of this foundation. This has niacinamide in it to reduce the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines. The niacinamide also evens out your skin tone, and it also has lotus extract in it to help balance sebum production and improve your skin elasticity. So this is an anti-aging foundation. What more could you ask for? Look at that. Look at that color match. And I am telling you, it just went on like a dream. Absolutely flawless. Flawless, flawless, flawless. Now, I don't feel the need to do a second coat because I think it's got good coverage as it is. If you want a more buildable foundation, just add a second coat and you're good to go. I am going to go over it with a beauty blender. Now, this is my own. I already had this, but they do have these on SkinStore.com as well. And I'm just doing this to smooth out any finger lines that may be in there. I have to tell you about this foundation. I had it on the other day and it really is like a second skin. This is the most skin-like foundation that I have ever used in my entire beauty life. And I have been wearing makeup full-time since I was 13. I'm now 53, so that's 40 years that I've been wearing makeup on the daily. I have never had a more skin-like foundation than this from Wander Beauty. It's amazing. A friend of mine saw me the other day and she was just kind of looking at me and I said, "What?" She said, "I can't stop staring at your face. What have you got on? It looks gorgeous." And it was this foundation. And I told her, I said, "Well, I have a new foundation on." She said, "It looks amazing." She said, "You don't look like you have anything on except your skin just looks perfected." And that is what this foundation has done for me. It also doesn't settle into pores. It doesn't give you polka dots. I've given it a 12-hour wear test and it has lasted all day beautifully. I think that is indeed with help from the Strivectin Blurfector primer, but it just lasts and it just gives you a beautiful skin-like finish. It's your skin, but glowing. Your skin, but perfected. Your skin, but you get the point. Now, I have normal to combination skin. One thing I really like about this foundation is that I am not having to use a powder with it. It is not coming off on my hands, it's not coming off on my phone, and it's not so wet that I am finding that I have to use a powder with it. So that's anti-aging as well, because the fewer products you have to put on your face, the less there is to settle into your lines and wrinkles, and that's a very good thing. I want this to be a very light, subtle, soft, romantic look, so I'm not going with any harsh lines or any hard contour. I'm going to do just a little bit on my cheeks just to give me a little bit of a cheekbone, and I'm using the Physicians Formula Organics Sculpting Bronzer. I like this because it's a stick and it melds really nicely with this foundation. And do I want to use my fingers or a brush? Let's just use my fingers because I want this to be really soft. Just adding some warmth. Notice I'm pulling it up, not down. Because as we age, we want things to be lifted, not drooping. Alright, for blush, I got this great set from SkinStore.com. It is by Pixie and it is called Hello Rose. It's a 3-piece set and it comes with the Glow Booster, which is just that, a glow booster. I'm going to be using this as a highlighter. You can use it under your foundation or above, and I'm going to be using it on top of my foundation as a highlighter. Oh, I'm just seeing this. It says, this adds a youthful glow and aids in balancing skin hydration, packed with anti-aging vitamin A and nourishing vitamin E. So here again, we have some more anti-aging makeup. Also in the trio comes the Beauty Blush Duo. It comes with a highlighter and with the blush, and it comes with this liquid lipstick as well. I'm not going to be using that today. I'm going to be using something else from SkinStore.com that I'll show you in just a second. I wanted a pink look, and this Hello Rose set from Pixie worked beautifully into that. So I'm using a Real Techniques brush, and I'm going ever so lightly, and believe me, this is hard for me to do because I don't normally go with a light hand, particularly on camera, because if something looks light on camera, I've usually had to go pretty heavy with it behind the scenes for it to show up. So this is hard for me to do, and you may not be able to see everything because I am going with a light hand, but I hope that you get the point and I hope that you like it. So I'm just tapping this onto the sides of my cheeks, and I'm going pretty high, again because we want that lifting effect. I don't want to stripe, so I'm blending it in just a little bit with that bronzer that we used. Does a fly just go by in here? Ooh, that makes me mad. Hold on, I'm going to kill it. We want just a nice flush of color because I want a soft, romantic, sweet look. I'm not going for wham bam, thank you ma'am in your face, which I love my wham bam look, don't get me wrong, but today I want something different. Today I want something that screams Valentine's Day, that screams love, that screams sweetness, that screams spring and Easter. And so we're going to give it a try and see how we do. I am no makeup artist, but I do have a love of makeup, and I'm really loving these products from SkinStore.com. They're going on really easily. They're blending all well together, which is interesting and great because they're from different brands and they're working really well together, and that's always a good thing. Before I do my eyeshadow, I like to set my eyes with a little bit of powder. So I am using the Bare Minerals concealer that I already had in Well Rested, and I'm using a Bare Minerals concealer brush. And I just apply that to my lids all the way up to my eyebrow, to my brow bone. That gives you a nice base because I did put concealer on my eyelids to even them out, and this kind of takes care of any wetness that may be left there, and it gives you a nice base to work with, and it makes your eyeshadow blend better as well. It's all about the blending, baby, all about the blending. Look at this pretty palette. This again is from Wander Beauty, and this is called Wondrous Fling. And look at these beautiful spring fling colors. Are they not gorgeous? And let me tell you, they are prettier on your skin than they are in the pan. I'm mainly going to be using this pink color right here, which is called Blossom. They're all called flowers. We have Bouquet, Blossom, Marigold, Eden, as in Garden of Eden, Orchid, and Cedar. And I'm mainly going to be using Blossom. I may use a little bit of Orchid, and I'm definitely going to use some Cedar. Wait until you see. This is a beautiful pink. It doesn't look all that pink in the pan. Take a look at this on my finger. Is that something or is that something? It's gorgeous. So we're going to put that all over our lids. I'm using an eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. and I'm just going to load up this brush. Not too much kick up with this shadow, not too much kick up and powder with this palette. Loaded up really, really well. I'm going to tap it off just a little bit. And I am going all over. I'm taking it on my mobile lid from the inner corner all the way out to the outer corner. I'm taking it into my crease. This is not something I would normally do, but this is the color that I want all over. I want a simple wash of color, and I want it to be the same color all over. Now you could certainly vary that up and do a gradient effect if you wanted to, but I want the pink to be the focus. And this pink shadow is simply stunning once you get it on your lids. And I think this would look good on so many different skin tones. It is hard to find the perfect pink in eyeshadow because too often you end up looking like you have pink eye. And that's not a good look, honey. It ain't a good look. And this has a beautiful gold undershift, undertone to it, and it is just gorgeous. Now I have hooded eyes, so I am pulling it up almost to my brow bone, not quite to the top, but I am pulling it up to the tail of my eyebrow because again, I want that pink to show. Other eye. There's a lot of color payoff in this eyeshadow in this Wander Beauty Fling palette. I'm not having to use a whole lot of shadow. I'm not having to load up my brush over and over and over just to get any color payoff. I mean, this is like one loading of the brush, and I'm getting all of this from that one load up. Now, I am very tempted to leave this as it is, and you could if you just wanted to do that nice wash of color. But I am going to go in, this is a Luxie brush. And for anything I have links for, I will link them down in the description box for you down below. This is a flat brush. I'm going to go in with Cedar and load this up. This is not quite a shimmer and not quite a matte. It's not a glitter, that's for sure. It's not a glittery eyeshadow. Now there's definite shimmer in the Blossom Pink that we used. This is not quite a shimmer. I guess you would call it a satin because it's got some sparkle to it but no glitter to it. My point is I'm using this in the outer part of my eye, and because it doesn't have glitter in it, you can do that. I'm taking it also down to the bottom third of my lower lash line, and I'm only doing the bottom third because again, I don't want to draw my face down. I have very hooded, very droopy eyes, and I want to open those eyes up. If I were to pull this all the way around, it would close those eyes off and make them even look even more deep set, even more hooded, and even more droopy and old, and I don't want that. So we're just doing it on the outer third. Now I'm going to go in with a Luxie tapered flat brush back into Cedar. And I'm going to finish off that outer third of my lid. And I'm doing this to add some dimension, but I don't want to put too much because again, I want the pink to be the star of the show. I am getting a little bit of fallout, but I loaded up that brush pretty heavy and it's wiping away real easily. It's not making a mess, so we're good to go in that department. Again, I'm pulling this up, 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 up because I want to disguise those hooded lids. And I want to pull the eye up. This palette is only $25 on SkinStore.com, and then you get that 25% discount, girl, with code Carla. Save you some cha-ching! And with a Real Techniques brush, I'm just going to give it a quick blend so that we have no harsh lines. Can't have harsh lines with a soft romantic look. I've lost a little bit of that pink and I want the pink to be the star of the show. So I'm just going to go back in and go back over a little bit of that cedar so that the pink is the topper and the pink is the majority of what you see. Loving this color, loving this color. Much better. Now you have some depth with that darker shade in the cedar, but you still see the pink and it's very subtle. It looks more of a gradient as opposed to pow, there's darkness. Now let's go in with some shimmer, shimmer. I'm going to use this glow lotion from the Pixie Hello Rose set. Just going to put it a little bit on my fingertip, and I'm going to put it on the tops of my cheeks, and I'm just dabbing because I don't want to disturb that foundation. Dab, 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 all the way up to my temple, to my hairline. Now here's when the magic happens with your highlighter. I used the liquid glow lotion, and now I'm going to go in on top with a powder highlighter that came in the duo from the Pixie set. Taking a small brush. I think that's a mistake that people make, particularly women with mature skin, is they use a highlighter brush that's really, really big, and that gets the highlighter all over your face. It also gets it into your fine lines and wrinkles, and highlight does just that. It highlights something. We want to highlight the tops of our cheeks. We don't want to highlight our wrinkles. So I find using a smaller brush helps with keeping it exactly where I want it. Ba-bam, baby, ba-bam. Yes, the angels will be singing in the heavens because they will be able to see this highlight. Now, I said I wanted everything else soft and subtle. I ain't talking about my highlight because it's light colored. And because of that, and because everything else we're using is light colored, we can have one thing that really pops. So we're going to do the ba-bam on the highlight. Whoosh! Now that's some highlight. That's what I'm talking about there, honey. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to put a little on my nose, just on the very, very tip. Because yes, I do like highlighter on my nose. And I think it's incredibly funny that we as women use powder to powder down our nose so that we don't have shine, and then we put highlight on our nose so that we do have a shine. But that's what we do, isn't it? And as women, we have that prerogative. A little bit on my Cupid's bow. And is that not pretty? When you put these two together, the glow lotion and the highlighter that comes in this combo, ba-bam! Before I put on my mascara and my lashes, I am going to use my favorite setting spray. It is from Gerard Cosmetics, and it is Slay All Day, and it does indeed do that. This is in the coconut scent. The nice thing about these is they come in a wonderful array of delightful fragrances, but the fragrance does not change the effectiveness of the formula. So whatever fragrance you get, you're going to get that great staying power of this setting spray from Gerard Cosmetics. Little trick for you. You really want to give some oomph to your setting spray and make your makeup last all day? Fan it. Don't just let it air dry. Fan it. There's something about that that makes it glue-like. Makes it stick forever with that fanning motion. For my lashes, I'm going to use Lash Princess from Essence. $5 for this, and you can't beat it. I have very short, stubby lashes. They're basically non-existent, so I'm just going to put a little bit of a coating on there, because it's not going to make a huge bit of difference in my lashes, because my lashes just don't have anything to work with. And I'm going to be putting on falsies in just a second. But I do put on mascara first because it helps blend with the false lashes. Helps kind of meld them together so it looks more natural. If you are blessed with lashes, God love you. For my lashes, I'm using Majosi. These are in the 9D Mink. They are soft and wispy and not too heavy, and that's going to match up perfectly with the look I'm going for. Now my eyes are very small, so I have cut these to fit. Don't hesitate to cut your eyelashes to fit. When you cut your eyelashes, you always want to cut from the outer part, not from the smaller tapered inner part. So just make sure if you do cut them, you measure twice, cut once, and just cut them from the outer portion. For my lash glue, I am using, and I never use this term, but I am going to, this is a holy grail for me now. This came out in recent months. This is the Kiss Lash Glue and Liner all-in-one. I mentioned it in my 2020 favorites as the find of the year. I stand by that. This stuff is amazing. I am going to, in one fell swoop, line my eyes and put on lash glue at the same time. You have to work fast, but the nice part about it is it dries very, very quickly. And it's less than 10 bucks. It's like $7, $8, $9 depending on where you get it. Now the question is, can I do this on camera? I can always do it perfectly off camera, but I get lash anxiety on camera. Can she do it on camera? Let's see. I'm just pushing it into that glue, into that liner glue, tapping it across. Let's see. Open up the eyes. Voila! Easiest lash application ever. Ta-da! I mean, look at the difference that makes in my eyes. And yes, I'm going for a soft, subtle look, but this is just romantic with these fluttery lashes. Ba-bam. Pitiful. Ba-bam. Pitiful. I want some ba-bam. And these lashes aren't too big. They're not those really dramatic full lashes. They're just nice and fluttery. And presto changeo, through the magic of video, hair is done, face makeup complete. I thought I'd go ahead and finish my hair and change my top after I finished my face makeup before applying my lipstick. And my lipstick is this beautiful set, also from SkinStore.com. It's from a company called Babo Botanicals, and this is a really beautiful 4-piece set. They are in pink, so we're matching with the pink look that we're going for today. And I chose this set because I thought it was really interesting and would appeal to a lot of you who are into this type of thing. It's 100% vegan, 100% dye-free, 100% preservative-free, and 100% cruelty-free, and I know a lot of you are really into that and that matters to you. And this is a luscious lip luminizer. It nourishes and softens your lips while leaving a super high gloss finish, and that is absolutely true. And I read it because I can't word it any better myself. There is not a lot of longevity to this, but wait until you see the shine and wait until you see the beautiful color. The one that I chose out of the 4, there are some nudie pinks and then there are deeper pinks. I chose kind of a mid-tone pink. It has a gold shift to it, a gold undertone that matches the pink and the gold in our eyes. So I thought that would complement each other. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous color. Jewel Hibiscus is the color. Gorgeous shine. It is an organic product, so it has an organic smell to it. It has a natural herbal smell to it. Luscious, luscious, luscious. I went to school with a boy whose first name was Lucius. And there was this girl who had a really big crush on him. And every time he'd walk down the hall and she'd walk down the hall, she'd holler, "Hey, Luscious," instead of Lucius. That just made me think of that. So I have luscious, Lucius lips today. Wonder whatever happened to them. Do you ever wonder what happened to people from school? Wonder whatever happened to Luscious Lucius. He was luscious. He was. As is this lip color. The best part about this, like I said, it's not very long lasting, but that's okay, because the interesting thing about it is that the hydration lasts all day long. Now, this is not eat proof or kiss proof. The color's not going to last very long. You are going to have to reapply it, but the hydration from this goes on for hours and hours and hours. And I don't mean like a waxy chapstick kind of thing. This really penetrates your lips, and the moisture and hydration from it, I've never felt anything like it. It's absolutely fabulous. Love this. This also came from SkinStore.com. And this is the finished soft romantic pink look that I was going for. I hope you like it. It's different for me and I really enjoyed putting it together for you. Thank you to SkinStore.com for providing the majority of the products that I used today. I will link them all down for you in the description box below. To get to the description box, all you have to do is, if you're on a laptop or a desktop, you just click the Show More button. If you're on a mobile device, you just click and tap under the title of the video, and that will open up the box and you'll find all of the links as well as your discount code to SkinStore.com, which is Carla. You'll save 25%. Pretty much site-wide. Some exclusions do apply. SkinStore.com is always running specials and promotions. They have amazing products. I am super impressed with them. I can't say enough about SkinStore.com. And that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Real Chicks TV. I'm your Real Chick Carla. Don't forget to give me a big old thumbs up, and while you're down there, hit that subscribe button, will you please? That would mean so much to me. I'm trying very hard to grow this community and grow this channel. You are the best part of this channel, so you might as well come on and join and be an official chickadee by hitting that subscribe button. If it is red, you are not subscribed. If it is gray, you are subscribed. And while you're clicking, go ahead and click the notification bell next to the subscribe button so that you never miss one of my upcoming videos. This was my very first Get Ready With Me, and I hope that you liked it. Thank you so much for joining me. It always makes my day so much more special when you keep me company. Until next time, keep your head, heels, and standards high. Much love to you. Mwah. Bye-bye.